Alafia. Here at the Iyanifa Foundation of North America, we're very proud to say that Professor Robin Poyner of the University of Florida in Gainesville is both a friend, an interested colleague, and an incredibly knowledgeable source regarding the Yoruba culture and its influence and impact and association with the state of Florida. In fact, his new book, which will be coming out soon, tentatively titled and explores the subject of 500 years of Africa in Florida. And I understand that the Iyanifa Foundation and the work that we have done here will be included in that new book, and we're very proud and pleased with that as well. Recently, Robin joined us in a celebration at Oluwo, our spiritual retreat in Central Florida. And during that time, he was gracious enough to answer a number of questions from some of the others who were attending regarding how, among other things, the state of Florida is actually a physical piece of the original continent of Africa. Join us, enjoy, and again, we thank you, Robin. Love and blessings to all.
And more recently, I've been interested in Yoruba influence here in Florida. A colleague and I are working on a book called it deals with 500 years of African presence. When Ponce de León stepped on the Florida soil, a West African did as well, because he was accompanied by a man named Juan who was from West Africa. And even further back than that, the bedrock of Florida was formed off the coast of Neimark. And when all of the continents migrated together to form Pangaea, this little part of Africa stuck into what became Laurasia, and the rest of it went down to become Gondwanaland. And so here's Florida, this part of Africa stuck on here. So, and there are all sorts of fascinating things that we're working with. It has to do with Africans at Fort Mose, who were Africans who escaped from plantations in the Carolinas and sought refuge in Florida. Seminoles who escaped from north of the Florida border and came down here at the same time Creek Indians did, so there were black Seminoles and red Seminoles. We're dealing with things that have to do with the slavery period after after Americans came. We're also looking at groups that migrated out. There were Africans who migrated from the Pensacola area to Mexico with Native Americans and founded a town in Mexico. There was another group of black Seminoles who left Florida and went to the Bahamas on Andros Island. The people of the community of Red Bay preserve their history of their Florida heritage in the Bahamas. And we're also looking at new groups of Africans coming to here and bringing with them masquerades and those sorts of things. And then we're also looking at sort of a hyper-realistic Africa as portrayed in themed gardens and bush gardens, Disney, and those sorts of things as well. So there are all sorts of layers and strains of Africa that are reflected. And Vassa is one of the strains that we're looking at.
The final chapter.
I just did my last class on Vassa.
Oh wow, thank you.